Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to a special close-up review because these are actually my last two decks that I created for Free Spirit cards. So this is Real Divine Self-Care, this is Real Divine Abundance. Both decks were created during the lockdown, so I will forever be grateful to these two decks because remaining connected to Real Divine Self-Care and Real Divine Abundance got me through, and the messages in here really fed me. I created these decks because I'm going to be using them in the spirit pick-me-up readings that I do with all the other free spirit cards, and just like the other decks that I make available in small runs at my Etsy shop, I'll definitely within the next couple of weeks make these available too in small runs, but I do have to say, whether you get them or not, the ongoing message between the two decks, it was the first time they had me create two decks at the same time. And it was when you take real divine self-care of yourself, it automatically links you with real divine abundance. It's almost like one and the same. And when I was creating this deck, first of all, you know, all the decks, they're natural pictures with the spirit messages infused right on the cards. All of them have meaning of why. The Divine Abundance deck, this is the size of a tarot deck, and you can see, I love how the wings go all the way through like love and light, but there are 90 cards in the Divine Abundance, Real Divine Abundance. 90 cards, and in here there are 44 cards, and so this has two intro cards, 90 cards, two intro cards, so 88 messages of real divine abundance. This is 44 cards with one intro card, so 43, which adds up to 7 real divine self-care. So each one really means a lot to me. So I've been using them. So I'll show you the cards. They're not in order. I'm going to be incorporating them in the Spirit Pick-Me-Up readings. So we'll be using 6 decks going forward, and it will cover everything. And I just adore these decks. And it's a reminder, you know, whether you like the decks, don't like the decks, but to take real divine self-care of yourself and always remain connected to real divine abundance, especially now. And going forward, and it's almost one and the same. So I wanted to show you these decks. They mean so much to me. I've been using them privately, and I'll be using them in the Spirit Pick-Me-Up readings going forward, but I wanted to give you a sneak peek. This will come with a one intro card to explain you always have to take real divine self-care of yourself all along the way, like no joke. And that really became ultra clear. This was one of the toughest decks that I created, to be honest with you, because every message on there, I remembered when I didn't take that advice. So it was almost like down memory lane of when I didn't do what the card said. So then I could feel the validity of the truth of the message, I gather, because I wouldn't go forward with a deck that didn't feel true to me. Also, on this deck, this is sparkly because never let anyone or anything dim your sparkle. You take real divine self-care of yourself, love yourself, nurture yourself, and have a protective bubble. Everything has a meaning on the cards, okay? And they're natural pictures. So the blue that you see here is of skies. This is natural skies, and this is of a crystal angel heart. And it says, celebrate your successes, accomplishments, and all the love and joy you have created. Know wholeheartedly you have divine love and support all through your life. You know when you need to just quiet down the world and tune into yourself for a while. Take the time to balance and ground when feeling scattered or overwhelmed. Give yourself permission to express all your divine creativity and act on divine ideas. Always take real divine self-care of yourself all along the way. Treat yourself well to all that uplifts your spirit and supports you along the way. You are determined and fearless in moving forward on what you know you are to do. You know when it's time to play and when it's time to get to work. Live balanced. When fearful or doubting, listen to those feelings and know to nurture and comfort yourself. Value and enjoy time alone to reconnect with yourself separately from all others. Be and remain lighthearted and full of love for yourself and others no matter what. Free yourself when you know it's time to leave or move on. Take great care of your body and love your body for all it supports you to do in your life. You are constantly growing, evolving, and expanding. Recognize and honor your progress. Follow your heart. Let it light up the way for you. Create the life you want by the power of your decisions of what to say no to and yes to. Give yourself more attention and credit on your strengths and talents to have them flourish. Believe you can achieve by taking those positive actions in your life. Expand on dreaming for your future and see what gets you excited to move forward on. Align yourself always with positive, higher vibrational thoughts and actions continuously. Focus with clarity on all you wish to manifest and know it's already in progress. Sleep and rest more whenever you need to leave it all for another day. Maintain healthy boundaries with others so that you are protected and feel safe. Speak up for yourself to clearly communicate and clear up situations. You always have possibilities not tapped into yet, so you know to be open and explore. You know when you need a timeout to reflect, recharge, and rejuvenate yourself. Know your innate divine worth as you greet the world so that you do not accept anything less for yourself. Know you always have divine love and support. See the signs and feel the love. Have complete faith all is working out as it should for you in divine timing. Stand up for yourself with confidence and strength to succeed. Release the energy of old experiences and greet each day with fresh, clear eyes and heart. Notice changes in your energy and adjust accordingly on what to do to stay balanced. You can go farther than you even imagined on more levels than you even realized. Be on your own side and know you can do anything you put your heart and soul into. Remind yourself often of your divine power to actually get things you want or need done. Eliminate the stressors in your life, knowing you can always create more peace for yourself. You have the divine, I love this one, you have the pure divine power, heart, and soul to be able to do it all by yourself sometimes. Expect and desire more for yourself as you strive to always better yourself in situations. Let others be there for you when you may need some help and support. Tune in and listen to your intuition for divine guidance and wisdom. Feel the situation and people involved and trust what you get intuitively. And remain curious, excited, and completely open to all potentials known and unknown. So this wasn't in the order because I've been using them, but this is the Real Divine Self-Care Oracle deck that I'm going to be using in our Spirit Pick-Me-Up readings. I'll add them to that, and then in a couple of weeks I'll have them available at my shop. I'll do small runs like my other decks to make them available, and if, you know, quantities run out, they'll be back. But I can only do small runs at a time. But I'll share all the decks I've created. So now the other one is the Real Divine Abundance. So again, Real Divine Self-Care, Real Divine Abundance. I can't tell you how much I thank these decks that I was working on these during these times. This was such a spirit pick-me-up working on these. I so will always remember when I made these decks. That's all I can say. Because this gets you through the most horrific thing we're living through, and it really keeps you connected to something higher, right? This is what we have to do. Take real divine self-care of ourselves and remain tapped into real divine abundance. So this is 90 cards. So it's 2 intro cards on how to use the deck, and then you go into the messages. So this is actually a glass butterfly, okay? And this background, all of these are natural pictures. And the reason they had glass, this was really interesting. They had me look it up. Do you know glass is everywhere? Do you know glass is what we see the world and how we see ourselves? Do you know glass is not just a solid, but it's also a liquid at the same time? It is everything. It reminds me of glass is everywhere and nowhere at the same time. It's a solid, but it's a liquid. That's what they wanted to bring forth with divine abundance. It's everywhere. It's for us to tap in. It's for us to see it, to notice it. It's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. That's why it's so sneaky. It's kind of like real divine self-care, real divine abundance. It's everywhere. It's for us to remain connected to it. In fact, the intro to this card was always stay connected to real divine abundance. Oh, stay divinely connected for real divine abundance. And that's the key, just remain divinely connected because it's everywhere. So all these messages are to raise our vibration, raise our frequency, that we're always connected, divinely connected, so that we're actually tapping into real divine abundance. It's almost like being reminded we're constantly surrounded by real divine abundance, just like you don't realize how you are constantly surrounded by glass, and it's how you see everything. And I just love that, because I mean, it was really weird how they brought that to my attention when making this deck. So that's what you're going to see on the backs of the cards. It's everywhere and nowhere. You can always tap in. Okay, so let's dive into the messages. So let go of others' opinions and trust yourself more. Lose yourself in nature and find yourself fully connected again with natural divine abundance. Remain flexible and trust that divine timing is working for you on this. Connect with others for support, help, or guidance. Divine abundance is constantly being divinely created for you. Feel more empowered to create the life you want. Let go of all that is draining your energy to be positive, clear, and energized. You can move mountains of obstacles with planning and action now. Believe in yourself and in all your divine abilities to achieve more. It's okay to just pause until you feel further inspired. Focus more on what can be done right now. Be aligned with your higher self in your actions and reactions, creating the outcomes you really want. Feel your way when you can't see the way. Follow through on your divine guidance by listening to and acting on your intuition. You can actually create a window of opportunity where there is none. Each positive thought is creating more right now. All you love to do is feeding you more energy to do more of what you love. Find joy in all things, big and small, as they will uplift your thoughts and energy to find more. There are no limits on what you can manifest and create. Be there supporting yourself when making your moves, choices, and decisions. You can always think of something to do right now that will spur you on to go further and higher. Pour even more of yourself into things and see them really flourish. Tune in for the divine ideas, solutions, and wisdom that can light the way for you. No need to feel rushed or hurried. Take your time. Each positive action step is leading to more right now. Surround yourself with positive, beautiful, inspiring people, sights, and experiences to uplift you now. Surround yourself with positivity and peace so that you are supported in going further. See the past as the past and greet today with fresh eyes and heart for opportunities. You have divine partners working with you now on creating more abundance. Know, honor, and protect your divine energy to create abundance by having proper boundaries. Take time away to relax, reflect, and dream of more. Every day, plant those new seeds with positive thoughts and actions and watch the growth. Don't get too far ahead of yourself. Stay focused in the moment of now. Remain focused on your abilities, strengths, and talents and pour them out. There is so much real divine abundance coming in for you. Remember, real divine abundance is of love and joy, and that can always be done freely. Watch for divine signs and confirmations to lead you farther and further on the path. Your power is in this moment, so use it positively and creatively, making the most of it. Divine connections will be made along the way. Truly regard every day as having infinite possibilities that are available to you now. You are connected to infinite possibilities every moment. Give and share of yourself abundantly, and you will receive more abundantly. Know what you say no to is also saying yes to something else, and usually to even better. Know you are more powerful than you can even imagine, and tap into your divine power. Know wholeheartedly you deserve real divine abundance. Find outlets and channels for all your creativity. Your success is divinely unfolding as you read this. Stay divinely connected and create real divine abundance. That's the moral of this deck. Stay divinely connected and create real divine abundance. Listen to your intuition and follow where it leads. Have more patience. Not everything can be done all at once. Mind you, there are 90 messages in here. But I'm putting all the messages on here because if I don't have the deck with me, I can still get these messages on this video. Clear out the old for new opportunities to appear. Focus more on all you love right now. Cheer yourself on now to victories. No need to wait for others' approval or acceptance. Feel backed by spirit as you work to create more for yourself. Keep your thoughts and feelings positive and aligned to what you actually want to create more of. Each positive action step you take is leading you to more right now. Keep that higher perspective when facing obstacles so they will not seem so insurmountable. So funny, I have my allergies and my cold is kicked up while I'm doing my own decks. Divine self-care actually naturally leads to creating even more real divine abundance. That's why they had me do the 2 decks at the same time. Divine self-care actually naturally leads to creating even more real divine abundance. There are no limits to what you can create. Tap into your divine infinite wisdom and access the way forward. Know at this very moment you're attracting more abundance to you. Take the steps now to further expand yourself and your opportunities now. With each step now, you are divinely making your way. Trust your divine connection is leading you to the right connections. Divine connections will be meeting up with you along the way to help. Believe you are worthy and deserving of all the divine abundance this world has to offer. Stay clear and release all negative thoughts that block flow of divine energy and wisdom. Each positive feeling is creating more right now. Stay in tune with your own energy, knowing when it needs to be adjusted, rested, or uplifted. New things are already in process of being created for you and coming in for you soon. You have divine help, always guiding you further along the path to abundance. Feel you are working right in the flow of divine timing. Feel and fully appreciate the abundance of all that exists for you just in this moment. You are a divine spirit working in the physical while tapped in spiritually to the infinite. Follow your heart and all that lights it up as it is lighting the way forward. Know you always have divine help and support helping you to create more divine abundance for you. Empower yourself to fearlessly and courageously do all you know you are here to do. Always take the time to care for yourself and uplift yourself. Be full of appreciation for all you have right now, as it only attracts more to appreciate. You have divine help with this. You are never alone in your pursuits. Clear out your mind for divine wisdom and divine ideas to enter. Move forward confidently in direction of dreams. Trust everything right now is in the works for you. Create with all your heart and soul, as those are divine ingredients for divine co-creations right now. Trust and believe you can create more for yourself. Explore more options on how to go even farther. Trust and follow your intuition, as that is your divine compass to real divine abundance. Rise above all seeming limitations and see the new things coming in on the horizon for you. So, whew, you just made it through 90 cards. That was 88 real divine abundance messages. But I wanted to put them all on the video and do for my decks what I do for everybody else. These are natural pictures infused with spirit messages. My allergies are so bad right now. I apologize, but I've been so excited about these decks. I've been using them. I'm going to start using them in the Spirit Pick-Me-Up readings as well. In a couple of weeks, I will be doing short runs of them on my Etsy store. I'll put the details down below. Real Divine Self-Care, Real Divine Abundance. This has 90 cards. This has 44. But I just love, love, love. I mean, right now, let's do a quick reading, shall we? So just to get some Real Divine Self-Care and some Real Divine Abundance messages. My allergies are just so bad. I'm not sick. I'm just excited to show these decks. I mean, this is where they wanted us to stay connected to real divine self-care. Really take real divine self-care of yourself and always remain divinely connected to real divine abundance. And taking real divine self-care of yourself links to real divine abundance. It's almost like one and the same. That's why they had me do the 2 decks at the same time. I've never had that happen. So let's tap into real divine self-care. Real divine self-care, real divine self-care. Okay, what are the messages for real divine self-care at this time? Ooh, that's all that. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, how beautiful. Okay, expand on dreaming for your future and see what gets you excited to move forward on. This was the second one that came out. Maintain healthy boundaries with others so that you are protected and feel safe. We've been getting a lot about healthy boundaries with others so you're protected and feel safe. Talk about social distancing, masks, but more than that, your focus, time, attention, energy. Keep those healthy boundaries with others so you're protected and feel safe. Expand on dreaming for your future. See what gets you excited on moving forward on. And we have you are constantly growing, evolving, and expanding. Recognize and honor your progress. We are evolving. Recognize the progress. Recognize how you're growing through this time. Yes, yes. Create the life you want by the power of your decisions of what to say no to and yes to. We are very powerful with our decisions. We even have the Two of Pentacles that we're balancing things out. What are you saying yes to? What are you saying no to? Having the proper boundaries, dreaming for your future, getting excited on things. What do you want to move forward on? And recognizing our progress, our evolution. You're constantly growing, evolving, and expanding. Recognize and honor your progress. Yes. Should I get one more? Let's see. Are there any other real divine self-care messages? Okay. And we have let others be there for you when you may need some help and support. So you don't have to go it alone. You may want to talk it out. You want to be sharing. You want to be open to receiving support and love from people. We're all helping each other. And give yourself permission to express all your divine creativity and act on your divine ideas. We even got the Muse and the Akashic Records reading that you were getting divine ideas, divine things to do, work on, personal, work-wise. Give yourself permission to express all your divine creativity and act on those divine ideas because you're the one that's getting the idea, the inspiration, the ideas to actually do in the physical. So maintain your healthy boundaries, definitely. Honor your progress. You're making terrific progress. You don't have to do it alone. There could be people in your life that can help you. Help and support is going to come in to help you. Yeah, and see what gets you excited on moving forward on. Let's get some real divine abundance messages. So when I use these decks, I'm going to be incorporating it into the Spirit Pick-Me-Up readings, but I just wanted to give you a sample. So let's get real divine abundance. What would help us right now for real divine abundance? Give yourself permission to express yourself, express your higher self, express your divine creativity, all your divine ideas. You get inspiration, inspired, things to do. Do it. Act on it. Okay, this one came in. Yeah. Remember, real divine abundance is of love and joy, and that can always be done freely. So it's reminding you you can create more right where you are freely with love and joy. Okay, we got two more. Let go of all that is draining your energy to be positive, clear, and energized. Right here we have protective boundaries. So this is going to be really key, especially with everything that's going on in the world around us, negativity and all else. But let go of all that's draining your energy to be positive, clear, and energized. With each step now, you are divinely making your way. You have to know that because they're saying celebrate your progress. You have to know each step you're making, you're divinely making your way. We even had in the overall weekly that the divine, or I think it was the Spirit Pick-Me-Up, you're divinely being moved right now. So all the steps you're making, you're right, trust that you're the path you're on, the moves you're making, you're being divinely moved right now. Keep going forward. Oh gosh, now we got a lot more. Okay, we have feel you are working right in the flow of divine timing. Yeah, you're being divinely moved and right in divine timing right now, no matter what it feels like or looks like. Clear out the old for new opportunities to appear. We even have the new horizon slowly coming into view. Clear out the old for the new opportunities to appear, and each positive thought is creating more right now. We had a lot about getting out of your mind and focusing on the positive because it's your positive thinking that's spurring on positive actions right now. You're also, when you're thinking positive, you're more linked divinely and you'll get more divine ideas. When they're saying act on expressing your creativity, your divine ideas, you have to be positively charged and connected to receive. When you're like oh gosh, now we have two more. We have, oh gosh, there is so much real divine abundance coming in for you. Yes, and we have rise above all seeming limitations and see the new things coming in on the horizon for you. Yes, they want us to rise above all the seeming limitations that we see around with our physical eyes and ears, rise up above those, see the new things coming in the horizon for you. There is so much real divine abundance coming in for you, and that is the clear message. So keep moving in the direction, know you're right within divine timing, rise above the limitations, have the proper boundaries, keep your thoughts positive has been a recurring message, to always stay connected to real divine abundance and take real divine self-care of yourself. So this has been a sneak peek of these two decks that I'll be using in the Spirit Pick Me Up readings, and in a couple of weeks I'll do small runs and put them on my shop as well to make available, just like my other decks. And yeah, but these decks will always go down as the most special because A, they had me doing them at the same time. It was when my job was really slow, and this is what got me through the worst time of our lifetime with this world pandemic. It's what kept me uplifted and also brought home the message. We have to take real divine self-care of ourselves, and no matter what it looks like in the physical, remain divinely connected to real divine abundance. I almost live the truth of these two decks. They keep you uplifted, they raise your spirit, it keeps you divinely connected to where you need to be to have positive thoughts, positive feelings, do positive actions, take real divine self-care of yourself, always remain connected to real divine abundance. It's so important. I am so glad. So I just wanted to show you the decks, do a sample reading, let you know I'll be using these in my Spirit Pick Me Up decks, Spirit Pick Me Up readings, and I will do small runs of this on my Etsy shop, and they'll probably be available like in 2 weeks, but I can only do like 5 at a time. I mean, it's for all my decks, I can only do really small runs, but if they get out of stock, they will be back. But I just wanted to let you know they should be there in a couple of weeks, and in the meantime, we can enjoy them on this channel. Take care. Bye-bye.